Hey everybody, this video is so overdue. um, so like you can see, it is about Zayden's 4th birthday party, and for his theme this year we had a train theme. It's about 4 or 5 months ago now, so a little bit of procrastination. So yeah, it was really good. Like, to me, a train theme is a classic boy theme. So what we did was Zayden's birthday, like most people's, landed in like the middle of the week. So we had just our regular family thing. We decorated the house just a little bit for him because it is a special day. And we gave him some gifts. He got some Transformers, blew up some balloons that they played with. Just had like a laid back kind of day. His favorite food to have right now is, well, right now for a long time, is like pancakes. So he asked for pancakes for supper. So we made those for him. Of course, we had like a little bit of cupcakes and stuff like that. So that's good. And we also took, a long time ago, my videos, I shared what I do for the boys every single year. So I have a picture of us, of course, when he's newborn, and an album, and I have that picture in it. And then every birthday, my boy and I will get a picture taken together, and it just kind of chronicles us both growing and getting older. So we took a picture, and this is the one that we chose to use for it. And so now that will go into his little memory book that I have for him. So then on the weekend we had, oh geez, how many people? Probably close to 30 people here. How I chose to decorate the house. Because it was a train theme, I tried to think of the words, and I Googled like what are the components of the different train cars called, and then just decorate like that because our house is kind of hard to decorate. So on the door I had all aboard, and in the dining room where we eat, it was the dining car. Then I had on the back wall, because we have a wall, and then one way is the living room, one way is the big bedroom playroom. And I had lounge car and with arrows going into the rooms. Just put a little sign on our door because it doesn't lock, to please knock. And then for where the goodie bags were, I wrote cargo pickup. And instead of just bags, I used the Chinese takeout, because kind of like takeout, kind of luggage looking. Um, try to put it with that, with the theme, and all primary colors, because that's the colors we were using, primary colors. So for the kids, like, we had the soya chicken and the salad and buns for adults. And for the kids, they had little jelly sandwiches, because there's some peanut allergies in this group. So we had jelly sandwiches cut out with the train cookie cutters. We also had a piñata. That's become like a little tradition for us. Filled it with like lots of candy and stuff. And the kids went to town on it, kinda. Zayden went to town on it. Then his friend came up and she hit it a couple times, and she's really strong. And she cracked it, but what happened as well is I normally put reinforcements around the piñata, and I did that, but it's still, the string ripped right through, so Mike had to pull it apart and the candy fell down. But hey, I got the candy, right? So he did that, and it's the usual kind of like big group get together, lots of talking, lots of eating, gifts and stuff. The cake was the biggest highlight by far, and we made sure that Zayden didn't see it before it came out. So I had tried to make this cake a couple days before, just to see if it would work with like a 9 by 13, and see if I could cut it up and work, but it didn't work because it was only like, let's see my fingers, that high. And in my head, it was like that high. So I took the more expensive route, which wasn't great because the whole point of making your own cakes, besides using your creativity and, you know, saying, hey, I did this for you, was the fact that it's supposed to be cheaper, and it was not. I ended up buying pre-made loaf cakes. Bought six of them because they came in packs of 2. And so I also got this, like, what material would it be? It's a board, but it's really thick so it doesn't bend, and it's from Michaels, and it was a good size. And I got it for like 50 cents with my coupon because it was already on sale. And we used that for the sheet because the cookie sheet and other sheets were just going to be too small. Mike helped me with it a bit because what I needed was for the outline of the track, like he's artistic, and so he can put the arch from one end to the other without making it look awful, unlike me. So we melted some chocolate and we just put it in a piper and piped on the track, and then very quickly laid down Kit Kat bars to make the rest of the track. And quick is very important if you do this because the chocolate will harden very quickly because it's just a thin line. So if you do it, make sure it's really quick, otherwise it's hard before you even get to push it in. And so once that was laid, I had my cakes. Now I had 3 cargo trains, and I just scooped out the center so that it would cave in a bit so that the candy could sit in it. When you do this, it makes crumb coating a must. And if you don't know what crumb coating is, it is when you take a very thin layer of icing and put it around your cake, put it in the fridge, let it harden so that when you bring it out and you ice in it again, the crumbs stay put so that you're not battling with them with your cake. So it's a must. You have to do it because it's like a pudding cake material, and it was just very, very flaky. So I crumb coated them all and then coated them, and I used primary colors. Then with the engine, I took 1 whole one, and then I cut my 6th one in half, and I put it up against it. That. And so that was the back of it, or the front and the nose. Then I took off with the 6th one just the like the smallest amount of the end, and then I laid it on top of this part here, so it gave it a bit of a hump. So you had the back part. Yeah, so you had the back, the front, and the little hump, and then I put a marshmallow with a toothpick inside it to be like this, what's it called, a steam stack? I don't know, but it was a marshmallow held in with a toothpick. And then I iced it all up, and we got these like little sugar letters from Michaels, and then put like ZD rail and BD and then 4, like just little birthday things. And we filled the cargo up with different kinds of candies so they were nice and full. And then we used Oreo cookies for the wheels. And it looked good. Like we were very pleased with how it looked. Oh, and I used licorice to connect the trains to one another. And for his candles, because with themed cakes, that's the big thing. Like, where do you put the candle that doesn't distract from the cake, but adds to it? So this year, I put 4 white candles in the steam stack. So they're coming out kind of to represent steam and smoke coming out. So it worked. And it was one heavy cake. So we decided to let Mike carry it out this time because I'm like, oh my goodness. And it was hard to get through the door. We're like, you know, he was kind of walking on an angle. So that was our 4th birthday party, train themed. Bye.